Last thing I got on my list here, outside of Toronto, the Vancouver state of emergency. Okay.
Yo.
Have you guys been hearing about this?
Not even.
My Dukes brought this up to me today. Was there like an earthquake or something?
No.
Tornado? Hurricane?
No, it's not any natural causes, bro. Salute to DJ Natural. It's because of extortion, fam. Okay, these guys, more specifically Surrey and mainland BC, they've been going so crazy with the extortion killings and shootings that the mayor is calling for a state of emergency. I reported on this on a live stream before, but I have an update on 3 recent arrests.
These demonstrators say they are frustrated by ongoing extortion-related violence.
We are standing here in a rain to just asking and requesting our governments, all 3-level governments, please address this issue very seriously.
They have to protect not only the people live there, also the business.
This rally comes just one day after this home on Crescent Road near 132nd Street was shot up and a small fire was ignited by the fence. Officers on patrol found an abandoned suspect vehicle. Police say the suspect got into a rideshare vehicle and was stopped about 20 minutes later.
Man got in an Uber.
Are foreign nationals. We're still working to confirm some of those details, and it's our understanding that CBSA have now started their own independent investigation into their status in Canada.
Surrey police announcing 21-year-old Hardot Singh, 19-year-old Taranveer Singh, and 21-year-old Dayajit Singh Billing have all been charged with 1 count of discharging a firearm.
It was banging out
Police say the investigation continues and the trio may face further charges. They are releasing the men's photos in hopes of receiving more information.
Hardot got
Someone saw them walking around their neighborhood, scoping it out, doing surveillance, looking at houses, looking at businesses.
Last Monday, a gunshot was heard in this Newton Industrial Park. 2 suspects were arrested, 20-year-old Harshdeep Singh and 21-year-old Hanspreet Singh. Now face firearms-related charges.
Are
these 5 suspects under surveillance?
What I would say to that is...
All right, I think you guys got the point. They be shooting Singhs and Harpreets and everybody over there in Surrey. Okay, and listen, fam, man, them, don't come for us, bro. We just reporting on what we see on the news. They going crazy over there, fam. And one last thing before you guys go. Correction, all right? Responsible with the platform. I was reporting on the 32 times murder that happened maybe about a month ago at this point now, right? And people got it misconstrued that I was connecting this last news story with the extortion to that. I was just saying, from going and seeing what happened with him, it took me down a wormhole, and now I'm like, holy shit, Vancouver's way worse than Toronto.
No, that is crazy. And like when they started interviewing the business owners and like the people that are protesting, I kind of knew that the culprits were going to be brown. Only in the sense of, okay, no, that sounded crazy, but only because like,
how do you know? Let him land.
Only because, okay, the shop owners were brown, and like I feel like where they're coming from, like that was a common practice. Mans would go around to like the different markets and say, yo, like extortion is guana on some like soprano shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas like, yo, if you're gonna operate on this turf, like we need like 25% of your shillings, bro. Your rupees, like give me that.
Fam, you know, like when we, or like a lot of times I'm doing like on my live stream, these reports on the tow truck scene. I'm like, yo, Toronto or the GTA, it's so crazy. And it is, it's mud. But when I see some of these stories in Vancouver or in like Surrey
State of emergency is insane.
State of emergency, bro. Like they're like too many people are like the public safety is fucked up right now.
But I've been seeing this happening here. Like I was on IG the other day. And a man was just in Brampton. He just randomly shot up a crib.
Bucked up at the crib, yeah.
And I was thinking, like, why would he just, like, what's the point of that?
They're sending the message.
Exactly, clearly.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Canada, there's another conversation that's in here. I don't know if we got, I don't know how much time we got to We might have to keep it for another pod, but there's another conversation that's in here because there's a trend.
Charlie Kirk, step in.
Bro.
In a lot of the people who are the
Get
suspects.
the fuck out of our country if you're gonna do this shit, bro. Motherfuckers, there, like from there to here, bro. Like,
yes.
it's so shitty. And like the government doesn't even have a grip on it, bro. So if you're gonna do this type of shit, get out of our country. For real, you're just bringing in crime and violence. And then you're affecting business owners. They're already getting taxed up the ass from Canada. Now they have to pay Harjut Singh, bro.
Soprano Singh.
Bro.
Yo, bro.
I don't like this shit. And shout out all my Punjabis, bro. I have no problem with Punjabis being in this country.
Yeah.
I have no problem with anyone being in this country as long as you do right, bro. You do right by the country, but you're coming here extorting our population, getting all these illegal firearms, and then like acting like this is your territory. Yo, if you're doing a business in Surrey, you have to pay me, Harjut Singh. Like, fam, who are you, bro? Like, we let you in this country. I can understand the natives maybe doing that on a different type of argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on our land, whatever. But even then, bro, it's just like, it's disgusting, bro. Like,
listen, I fuck with you with what you're saying, and I agree. However, they're not extorting like whatever, like other Canadians. Like, they're extorting people within their own culture.
Even worse.
So like, they're like, okay, all of those people came from the same country too. So it's kind of like an internal type of war that they're having at the same time. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's like they're not over there extorting the person who, I don't know, Jamie, who friggin' owns the flower shop.
Maybe they are, bro. We just heard from two kind of fobby people in this like report. One of them was Asian with a Christian hat.
Yeah.
And the other one was like a brown lady, right? And who's to say that they're not Canadians? They might be naturalized citizens, you know?
Yes, but like in the other news reports that I was seeing, like there was one where they shot somebody in the middle of the daytime, right? And freaking person crashed on the street and stuff like that, right? This business owner, another South Asian guy. So it's like, these guys are like moshing up everybody's businesses of their own people, fam. And over there, they run it. So it's not even like it's a 50-50 thing. It's like 70% South Asian and then everybody else.
That still affects everybody else around them, you know what I mean?
This is
like,
true.
If it gets to a point where we have to call a state of emergency, you know what I mean? Then like the whole city is affected, you know?
Now we're using resources.
And the mayor is white as snow. She ain't brown.
But I'm telling you, man, it's just this like, I don't know if we didn't have a good filtering process or like maybe these guys pulled up and they were good youths and then they seen what was going on in Surrey with their own community. They're like, say word, this is how you guys are getting money. Hey, you guys just extort you. I just get a strap and like, you're telling me I can make bands on bands on bands.
Yeah.
So like, you know, there's different circumstances. Plus, maybe some of them grew up here and they're just gangsters or whatever.
Yes.
Either way, bro, we should not have this type of stuff in our communities, bro. And like, I'm not even from Vancouver and it's pissing me off.
Fam, and listen, again, I fuck with your rant. I'm going to clip it and use it for the trailer.
I already know the trailer. Get the bleep out this country.
But at the same time, you just also said some things. A lot of those guys, they might not be from that mass immigration boom that happened in friggin' the pandemic and stuff like that. That happened already. Vancouver's had this going on for a long time, bro. From the whole Bishnu era and all that in the early 90s and stuff. The gateway or the pipeline of South Asian immigrants that are coming as students and stuff like that become super gangsters has been going on for decades, bro.
Well, I don't rate it, bro. I don't rate the ones that like will come and commit crimes and affect Canadians or non-Canadians on Canadian soil, bro. That's my opinion. But I also hear the argument that they're like, oh, well, there are gangsters here that are just from here and are doing the same thing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't like any of that because in the ideal utopian society I envision in my mind, like we don't have that type of gun violence or people getting extorted. And they're always extorting like people who are trying to make an honest living, bro.
Yeah.
You're not extorting other gangsters. You're extorting a friggin' auntie who's just trying to sell stuff, bro. Like that's what you think. Maybe she's a gangster too or something?
No, I think the auntie might not be. Maybe she can be, but maybe in this circumstance she's not. But I feel like if they're extorting 10 businesses, maybe 5 of them are crooked.
I don't know about that. That is all speculation. I don't know where you found that.
I'm just speculating.
I think they would more so go for the straight businesses because like if I run a crooked business, I also probably have the strap. Like you can't pull it. You
Good point.
You know what I mean? Like, well, you could go scare auntie and then she might not. because maybe her paperwork might not be the best. She doesn't want to call feds. So it's like, all right, damn, bro, I'll give you the 2 bills a month. And then the 2 bills turns to 5 bills. Then it just gets over. And then now you have the whole shopping center, the whole flea market, giving you 5 bills a month. And then these guys are laughing.
And what's the point in having a legal system and the law if it's not going to protect people like that? You know what I'm saying? At this point, we're just in like a state of nature where like might is right. Whoever has the straps, whoever's the strongest has all the power. And it's like, then what's the point in all this police and all the courts and all this stuff? If we're just going to revert back to nature and it's anarchy, then like, bro, it's war at that point, you know? And it's like, these guys are not respecting the land that they're on, you know? And I can't rate it.
Was there a mass deportation like 10-ish years ago?
I don't know about a deportation. I feel
like Caribbean people. Because I remember I was talking to this one chatty, I think she was from Haiti or whatever, right? That like her whole family got sent back. And I remember like Caribbean people just got sent back one time. But I'm not sure if that was like a thing or if that was just like to that community or whatever.
I would have to look it up.
But we need one of those.
That needs to happen. No, it's already kind of happening. They're starting to cut immigration. They're starting to send people after their visas are done right back. They're cutting off grandparents and parents. They're doing a lot now.
But I just feel like their community is so strong in Surrey and in Vancouver and BC in general that it's like we're too far gone to just like deport them, because like I feel like a lot of them are connected with like legitimized businesses, with politicians, with the temples and stuff. Like, bro, like they found like Khalistani terrorists, like people who are like pushing for Khalistan, people who were deported from India. India was like, yo, you guys are like trying to rebel and start a new country. You can't be here. They're coming to Canada and like planning their operations in BC. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of these guys are connected to politicians and stuff. It's not even just like local thugs. It's like, no, like these are millionaires.
Man's about to fly a plane through the CN Tower and things, bro.
Brother.
Oh no, that's more the era. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's our swag right there, bro.
I got a comment the other day, say don't come to BC or watch yourself when you come to Vancouver. I was like, oh,
really?
God, my blood turned cold.
Maybe I should take that off my.
No. You're good. Vancouver is a good place, but we also have to keep in mind, you know, like I went to Vancouver in 2005. I was telling you guys behind the scenes how friendly it is.
Yeah.
But all of this stuff that I'm showing you is real shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's way more gangster elements than we actually even realize coming from here.
I feel like a lot changed in 21 years, bro. I feel like if I go there, but your Friday said it was gonna be rainbows and puppies. I'm seeing pure drug addicts.
No, they were there too. They were there back then too.
Okay.
Hastings, I went down Hastings and it was like Skid Row. It's worse now. And I also went back and like I was back in Vancouver in like 2022.
Okay.
2023.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like, because I know we're kind of like isolating a community and we're not going to generalize the whole community, but like these specific type of gangsters, right? Do you feel like they're also responsible for some of the fentanyl distribution within BC, for some of the actual like bucket problems that city has?
I'm glad you asked that question, because people were telling me in the comments too that shit over there has nothing to do with the gang war between freaking Surrey and Ray Tay Tay. Yes, it does. I'm sorry. Y'all can be like, you got no facts. Who do you think is extorting the damn people? Gangsters. What do you think? It's just another business owner who's extorting the people? No, it's the people with the guns and the freaking the will to go and freaking take shit by force, which are probably the gangs.
And sometimes it's even business owners sicking gangsters against other business owners.
Yes. So it's all, even if it's not directly connected to the 32th Eye thing, it's all wrapped up in the whole underworld. So like, I don't know why people are trying to make it like I'm stupid or something.
And I think because it's also a very interconnected community, it's kind of like, oh, we know your son. You know, like we know your daughter. We know what school they go to.
Yeah.
Because like everyone knows each other in that sense. So it's like, now you're being extorted. You're thinking about your kid's safety because, okay, if I don't give Harjot Singh my hard-earned money, my kid might get like shot at school.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, bro. I don't like that.
If a man tries to extort you, like, how are you handling that? It's like, yo, I need 20% of the pod earnings.
You just made my freaking
I mean, I have that.
blood turn cold.
Or else I pull it off and I'm breaking all the equipment.
Listen, I'll tell them right now we ain't got it because we really don't. But if like, you know, we start making like $1 million every freaking month or on some Joe Button type shit, I don't know. I'm not gonna call my own
like,
people, bro.
Okay, we're in Toronto, so I'm not gonna use any Toronto. But like, okay, imagine that like we're in LA, and then like the big U nigga pulls up or whatever, you know, and like we already got.
Hold on, you don't act like it can't happen in Toronto.
No, I just don't want to use. I just don't want to use any Toronto names. You know,
speak this into existence.
Yeah, exactly. So like, let's say we get to a certain level, you know what I mean, and like we were in LA or whatever, and then like the big U man, oh yeah, like, and he starts like strong arming niggas.
You better be checking in.
Like, would you call the feds on him? Say he's trying to steal my podcast?
I'm not trying to call the feds, but I would go through. Like I'm from the streets too. I'll go through my own resources.
That's literally what I was thinking.
Yeah, if I got money, I can go buy. I got guns too.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would probably do the same, or I would try to outsource it to like a rival gang and be like, yo, like, oh, yo, can you guys deal with this? Like, you know, because I don't know, like if you're doing the dirt yourself, now like you're putting your whole life and career at jeopardy.
Yeah.
You're going to do jail time for like 10, 15, 20 years.
But if you tell the rival gang to go deal with that, that's still technically you. Like
you're funding it.
Yeah, you're still.
Yeah, but your hands aren't as dirty. You're leaving it to the professionals.
Isn't that literally a RICO?
That's more second degree, Eli.
That's still a RICO.
But you still go to the bin.
Yeah, you're right.
You're still funding a criminal organization. You know what? But what you just said right there, Natural, that's fucking tricky, bro.
It happens a lot.
No, it happens way too much. So it's like, once they've approached you, like they can't unapproach you. You're like, oh shit, man, they finally came. They finally got to me, bro.
Well, there's actually a story that Dana White says where he used to run a boxing studio before he ran the UFC or whatever. And then he got approached in Boston. He was in Massachusetts by these Irish gangsters.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you got to give us this much or else this, that. So he kept avoiding it. And then eventually they're like, yo, like, if you don't do X, Y, Z, like, we're going to do ABC or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
He just cut.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So they just closed the business.
He just, he relocated. I think that's a good option.
Yeah. That sucks, bro. It's like, as soon as like you get to a certain level, you got to keep on looking over your shoulder. Every time you go out to the club or the bar, like, you're like, I don't want to make any new friends because that person might be like, hey, buddy.
Isn't that why like Drake kind of had to like lock in with some real niggas? Because he was getting to a certain status and like mans are trying him, you know? So,
yeah, but which real niggas are you talking about?
Well, he
actually,
like G-Way mans?
That they are there.
I don't know who else.
And then I don't know. I'm pretty like okay. Like, I don't want to say too much because I don't know. This is all speculation. But like, you know the song Mob Ties.
I can help you guys with that. Yes, Mob Ties definitely help.
I'm sure he connected to some Italian. Like,
no, that's whatchamacallit. It's
Jay Prince and them.
Jay Prince and them, right?
Oh, okay,
that's literally Jay Prince and them. Mob Ties, but there's one level deeper. And we'll leave that for another day.
Can you tell us off camera?
Yeah, we'll talk about it behind the scenes.
Lucian.
Sorry, just figured it out.
Okay. I think I get it too. So above, so below, so below, so above.
Let's leave it for another day. Let's wrap it up for the evening.
We love hip hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.